We are on Chapter 2, page 62, and we are simplifying fractions or canceling fractions. And the two examples I have are found on page 62. We're looking at 5/8 times 14/15. Now, the reason we like to do some canceling or simplifying fractions is because we want to make the problem a little bit easier than what it looks like right now. I mean, nobody really likes to multiply 5 times 14 and then 8 times 15, and then what you're going to have to do is reduce it anyway. So a little shortcut is called simplifying your fractions. So what we're going to do is we're going to go diagonal. We're going to look at the numbers diagonally and see what they have in common, or find the greatest common factor. For 5 and 15, they both end in 5, so we know that they have a 5 in common. So we want to take out that 5. And we're going to take out the 5 from both the 5 and 15. 15 becomes 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3. And 5 divided by 5 is 1. We can also cancel the other diagonal. We have 8 and 14. 8 and 14 are both even. So we could take 8, divide it by 2, and get 4. Take 14, divide it by 2, and get 7. Now we're left with a much simpler problem, and we still do the same thing that we do when we're multiplying fractions. Now we simply times the tops. That is 1 times 7, we get 7, and we times the bottoms, and that is 4 times 3, and we get 12. So if we simplify that fraction, we're going to end up with 7 over 12, and that is going to be our fraction in simplest terms. Down here is another example. This is also found in your book on page 62. It's 4/7 times 7/12. Well, one real nice thing in dealing with this problem is you have a 7 on the top and a 7 on the bottom. We're essentially dividing by 7. This becomes a 1, and we're going to divide by 7 up here, and this becomes a 1 on top as well. So essentially, whenever you have two numbers that are exactly the same, you divide by that same number, 7 divided by 7, and you're going to get 1. So wherever you have two numbers that are the same, you basically make them 1s. 4 and 12. 4 and 12 have something in common. They have a 4 in common. 4 divided by 4 is also 1. And then if we take that same 4 out of 12 down here, 12 divided by 4 is going to give us 3. So once again, we make the problem easier. We have 1 times 1 on top. We get 1, and we have 1 times 3 on the bottom, and we get 3. So if we use our canceling techniques, we're going to get an answer hopefully much quicker than we would if we actually took the time to multiply everything out. If we actually multiplied it out real quick, 4 times 7 is 28. We would have had 28 on the top. Let's see, 7 times 12 is 84. And what we have here is we have an even on top of an even, but we know they're going to have a 4 in common. We're going to have to take a 4 out, or we're also going to have to take a 7 out. Now, 4 times 7 gives us 28, so essentially we would have to take 28 out of the top and 28 out of the bottom. And if we did that, we would end up with the same answer, 1 over 3. And obviously the canceling method here in red is much easier than knowing that you're going to have to take the 28 out of 28 over 84. So once again, this is canceling.